Hello, and welcome to my channel. And if you don't follow me, my name is Judy, and I have Afib, and welcome to my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe if you so feel inclined. So today is an update. I haven't posted for a little while, but I apologize for that. But anyway, to bring you all up to date, my last doctor appointment with my heart surgeon went well. I'm still on my meds, which is good or bad. The jury's still out in that. But anyway, I haven't had any real problems until just the other day. On Thursday? Yeah, on Thursday, I had an incident in which I didn't know what was going on with my body, but anyway, I was driving down the road, and all of a sudden, something came over me. I had chest pain. I had a little bit of a weird feeling in my heart, and I got really short of breath really bad, really quick, and I got really, really lightheaded, and I felt like I was going to pass out any second. So I was fortunate enough that there was, where I was driving along, there was a place that I could quickly pull off the road right there, and I did, and I just sat there and rested for a little bit until I felt better. But it's like, okay, so what the hell just happened? I don't know. So I waited until I felt better. Then I continued driving. I drove right to the hospital. But even along the way to the hospital, there was 2 other times where I felt like that, but not to the point of almost losing consciousness. So I got to the hospital. I went in there, told them what all happened and everything. So the rest of the day on Thursday and most of Friday, went through all the usual heart tests. Chemical stress tests. I can't do the regular kind of stress tests, but so I always have the chemical. And did all the CT scans, CT scan with contrast and everything else. And, they said, well, it doesn't look like your heart. And I'm like, oh, really? And they said, well, it could be that you had an esophageal spasm. And I said, well, does that kind of a thing make you feel like, get you really lightheaded and make you feel like you're going to pass out any second? And they, well, yeah, it can happen, and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, the nurse assistant or nurse physician said, oh, my mom has the same problem as you, and that happened to her once, and it was an esophageal spasm, and it wasn't her heart, and blah, blah, blah. But we found nothing wrong with your heart. And I'm like, okay. So later, I Googled, the esophageal spasm, and I clicked on a couple different sites, and nothing I read indicated that something like that could happen. So it leads me back to, well, I'm thinking it was some kind of a heart issue, and nothing just turns up, no medical evidence turns up that it was. So it's like, okay, so what happened? What really happened? I don't know. I'm at a loss. But it's like, can this happen again? So what they did is they're treating me now for GERD, basically. And it's like, well, I don't think that's my problem, but okay, I'll go along with whatever you say. So I'm going to call and talk to my heart surgeon on Monday and see, what they say. I'm at a loss. I don't feel that it was this spasm. I feel that it is something related to my heart, but I just don't know what. But, I don't know. We'll see anyway. But anyway, I hope you all are doing well. I've met some people in the hospital that have relatives that have the same problem that we do with the AFib, and there's one of the nurses that I had. She said that her mother has had it for like 25 years now. So it's like, okay, all right, so that gives me some hope, Um, and she said that she had it pretty bad and she has a pacemaker. So it's like, okay, that's cool. So evidently, I guess the pacemaker will, lead you to live a longer life with the AFib. But so I think, you know, eventually at some point that's where I'm heading. And, I just have kind of mixed feelings about that. But I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. But I'll have to get more medical advice about that. But so right now I'm back to I'm out of the hospital. Got out yesterday late afternoon, and so now I have to modify my diet. No acidic um, foods or anything. So it's like, all right, that's cool. I can do that. So now I just have to modify my diet. But I don't know. So we'll just see. We'll just see what goes on. But I just want to say, again, if you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask your doctor. Go ahead and ask away, even if you think they're dumb questions. In my head, there's no such thing as a dumb question. So just ask away and see what they have to say, and they will listen. Most of them will listen to you. Although I have a cardiologist that doesn't. He doesn't like questions, so which I talked about before. But anyway, I'm still looking for another cardiologist. But just take your medications. Some medications have really bad side effects, which I have been experiencing, which is why I cannot work right now. Between my condition and the flecainide side effects, I just can't work. But the flecainide side effects are just, the medicines affect people differently. Um, you just never know. Some people never have any problems on flecainide, and others do. I'm one of those that, unfortunately, I do have problems, but it's necessary evil. So, it's one of those things you got to keep taking it and just deal with the side effects. What more can you do? So, anyway, so I hope everyone had a really great July. I did. Mine was basically uneventful. So that's what I like. I don't like going in hospitals. Kind of tired of hospitals. I'm sure many of you feel the same way. And I always praise the staff whenever I'm in the hospital. I've been lucky enough to have really great people that were attending to me while in the hospital, doctors, nurses, and medical support personnel. Everybody's been great. I have not run into any problems with the people that work in the hospitals. They've always been so nice, caring. They listen to you. They'll find out things if you have a question. You know, my experiences have been great, and my experience this past Thursday and Friday, same way. I have no problems with the way I was treated or cared for, and I just really, hey, you know, they're great. They're great. Where I was, they're great. The other hospital where I go to on a more regular basis, they're great also. So it's like, hey, my hat's off to these people. And I hope that all of you have had really good experiences with your medical support personnel wherever you may go. And please be sure to let them know that you appreciate, their care. They don't always hear these things, so it's up to us to say, hey, look, thank you very much for all your help. I really appreciate, you're attending to me, and you people are great. So don't be afraid to tell the people, hey, thank you. So they don't always get the recognition they deserve. So, you know, they're in there, you know, a lot of them are in there working 12-hour shifts. Sometimes they have really long days, and, you know, so they deserve some recognition too. So please be sure to thank them and let them know how much you appreciate that they're there to care for you. So, other than that, I guess that's about it for right now. So again, I hope you are all doing well. And I know I have a link in here to Dr. Gupta with the York Cardiology in England. Um, you know, his series of videos on Afib are really terrific. I haven't found anything else out on the internet, you know, like his. He explains everything. So just, you know, take a look. Again, I'm not connected with him or his cardiology practice in any way. I just find his videos extremely helpful in helping to understand AFib and also any questions that you may have. So, I mean, he goes into great detail explaining everything. So it's really worthwhile to watch his videos. Um, so again, you know, I'm not, you know, being paid by him or anything else like that. So I'm just passing on the good information. Um, so you can take a look at it. If you like it, fine. If you don't, hey, fine again. But you know, I'm trying to be helpful as well. So we all got to stick together in this issue. So you know, it like like y'all know, you know, having AFib is no picnic. It's no walk in the park. It's, you know, frustrating as hell. Um, you know, and we all at times say, damn, you know, why us? And I'm tired of putting up with this. But you know, bottom line is we all want to live. So we just, you know, have to, you know, suck it up and go through the motions with it. So, um, you know, we have no control over the situation, and um, it's, you know, whatever our heart feels like doing. So it kind of sucks, but that's the way it is. Uh, you know, so I want to live, and I'm going to do my best to listen to my doctors, take the medication, and, you know, do what I can. So I hope you all have a good day, and I'll see you again soon. Thank you for watching this video, and have a great life.